Hi guys, Martin and Man City Fan TV. Welcome to our post-match reaction to Manchester City 2, Real Madrid 1, City win 4-2 in aggregate, and we are on our way to Portugal to face Leon in the last 8 of the UEFA Champions League. So today we've got some guests with us this evening. As you can see, we've got Andy. He made his special appearance at the end of the live watch-along.
I know. I don't know how that happened. I was only collecting my laptop to bring it in here, and I was thinking, and then you went, "You're live," and I was like, "Oh, I thought you'd ended it."
And we've got Carl from Washington.
Glad to be here. I feel much better today, guys. I feel much better. I actually went for a coronavirus test yesterday, and it was negative. Yeah. I was really bad over the past couple of days. I went in for a rapid test, and it was negative.
Yeah.
So glad to be here.
Good. And we've got Tom down in the corner.
Yep, happy as Larry. Absolutely brilliant result, and I'm glad to hear that it came back negative, Carl. Good news.
Thanks, Tom.
Good. And we have Alan, who may be joining us shortly. He's just sorting out his connection. Right, so let's get into some hellos. We have got Foot Tips. Says, hi, lads. Jason Lyon says, get in, come on, City. Iona Beat said, Lisbon, here we come. Frosty Nut says, hello, everyone. We've got some Samuel Albert's not an happy bunny, says match fix. What a shame.
I can't believe he's still on here. I blocked him the other day, so he's obviously changed his thing, so he's going.
Good evening, Real Madrid beaters.
Is a proper cotwomble. So if you see his name, just delete him. He's an absolute bellend. Yeah.
We're upset. Can't you tell we're getting on people's nerves? Oh, and give this stream a thumbs up. Thank you. Do you want me to try and bring Alan in?
Try.
Or should we leave him out in the cold?
Let's see let him sort his. Oh, is he there?
He's laughing because
he's trying to move his camera so that we can see him. Go on, let's see what he's like. See if there's any feedback.
Hey!
That's better.
Yeah, I'm on the phone because I didn't get feedback. I'll come upstairs as well.
Really clear.
Yeah.
Just a shame about the picture that's coming through now. That's the problem. Jack Lee, delighted to be in the quarterfinals. Iona Beats, ref was a total joke. Right, so let's get into it. We'll start, as you know, City opened the scoring early on with a mistake through Real Madrid's back line. And Jesus never gave up. Gave the ball off to Raheem Sterling, who pounced into an empty net. And then, unfortunately, Karim Benzema got the equaliser. But then City, second half, I said in the watch-along, they needed to up their game. And City upped their game in the second half, indeed. They came out and they were by far the better team. So, let's start. Andy, what did you think of it, buddy?
Yeah, I thought, to be fair, I thought we were going to be the ones that were going to be dominant in possession. It turned out that it was Real Madrid. And it seemed that for the first, opening 5-10 minutes, they were the ones that were, passing the ball around, and we were working really, really hard to close them down. And you could see that, which was great to see. Luckily, we got the early goal. I think that settled us a little bit, and then we started moving the ball around really, really well. Missed again a couple of chances. Well, you wouldn't say sort of like they were one-on-ones, but inside the box, cutting it back. We kept hitting their players rather than hitting ours. But I'm sure we'll get into more detail about the actual performances. But overall, worked our socks off, and deserved the win overall, 2-1, and probably should have been more, in my opinion. But brilliant night, great performance. Pep got it absolutely spot on with the lineup. All the boys did well. Some had better games than others. You'll see on my post-match fan cam, one player I did think tonight was a little bit quiet was Kevin De Bruyne. But I thought overall you can't complain. 2-1 away at the Bernabeu, 2-1 at home, resounding win, 4-2 on aggregate. So onwards to Leon.
Oh, it's Portugal.
Well, to Leon the game versus Leon, not to Leon.
I know
There's always one.
There is always one. Yeah, bless him.
I know what he meant, but when do I get the chance to wind him up?
He's not had his meds. He's not had his meds tonight.
Listen, I've been on for 3 and a bit hours already. While you lot are all sat in your armchairs.
And the way you carried on all night as well, you thought you were actually at the match, at the ground.
Hey, listen, you get what you see with me.
I don't know what Blue Art's talking here. He said that's bollocks, Andy. We managed them out of the game. Over 2 legs, we were by far the better team. I think that's exactly what I've just said. have I not just said that?
I think you did.
I don't know. Maybe his hearing's going with his age. Bless him.
Ooh. Tom, what do you think, buddy? We'll move on swiftly.
Well, I thought we had a really good. I thought it was a good performance. You know, we started off very well. Madrid seemed to defend quite. They were passing out from the back in the first 10 minutes, and obviously it caught them out when Varane obviously messed up. To say that he's one of the world beaters, or say he's in the top 5 of the world, he's not that great. I think Otamendi's better than him. I think he is. I thought Cancelo was excellent. I thought Jesus, he was man of the match. I thought we looked strong all over the pitch. Obviously, we had the goal that they scored was just a little bit of miscommunication between the 1 or 2 players, but we move on from that. Overall, we had quite a lot of chances once again. I know Foden had a chance and Sterling had a chance, and you have to say both goalkeepers played very well. Ederson made some good saves, and so did Courtois. And overall, we dominated the game in the most areas we dominated most areas, and sort of didn't really give Real Madrid any chances really, other than the chance they got for the goal, and obviously the goals, the shots that Ederson saved. So yeah, it was a good performance. I was very happy with it.
Good. Alan, what do you think of it, buddy?
Well, I thought first half we tactically were spot on the Pep right through the game. First half we were slightly different than the second half tactically, because he had Sterling and Jesus out wide, and first half Foden stuck to Casemiro like glue. He did when Casemiro was coming for the ball from when they were trying to pass it out the back. He kept blocking the line to stop that pass coming out. Hence they were having problems. That's what in the second half. But basically all 3 of them pressed rather than just 2 of them. But that was a tactical thing, I think, that he did. But I thought tactics worked spot on with Pep tonight. He stopped them passing the ball out from the back, which they like. They never like to go long. He stopped them doing that, and that's why we caused a lot of problems. Jesus was awesome tonight. He ran everywhere. He never ever stopped. Walker was very, very good. Second half, we passed the ball slightly quicker, I thought, than the first half. And I thought we deserved the win. We created more chances. We passed the ball really well second half. Tactically, Pep got it spot on, especially with stopping the ball going to Casemiro when they were trying to build. And that's what caused them all the problem.
Casemiro made a few errors tonight, didn't he? Gave the ball.
The thing is, Foden, if you watch the first half again, you watch Foden, he was basically, while the other 2 were pressing, he was staying and wasn't pressing. He was just blocking the line of Casemiro and sticking with him, so they couldn't get the ball to him. And that was the tactic that we used, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kyle, go on, Alan, finish off, mate.
No, I just thought we deserved it over the 2 legs. Tactically, Pep just outthought Zidane, really.
Sorry, I'm just reading some comments. My apologies. Carl, what did you think of the game, buddy?
So congrats to mcfcfantv, because I think our selections and our tactics were probably spot on. We talked about out of possession, what Foden was going to do, Alan. That's exactly what he did, right?
Yep.
Energy in the middle, congest the middle, up them off the ball. Press high with the two banks of four. Spot on.
Yep.
We talked about Foden on the left. We talked about Jesus Sterling on the right. We talked about Jesus in the middle or on the left. Worked on spot on. It was just a good performance from the team. Just a really good performance overall. My man of the match was between Jesus and Walker. Somebody tell me why Walker's not the best right back in world football. Why? With that performance against a top team. I'm talking about against Norwich, with all due respect, or against Everton, with all due respect. We're talking about against Real Madrid, against very quick, aggressive, good on the ball players. Walker dominated. Didn't make one single error. Enough of the stick with Walker. He is a fantastic right back. And he's going to get better and better.
I agree, but I said it on the live stream, I think Carvajal's probably one of the best ones. I thought he was great for them tonight. Personally, and me during the watch log, I thought Carvajal was their best defender. I thought Varane and the other clown were awful. Was it Milito?
Milito, yeah.
Yeah, they were just awful. But I thought Carvajal was outstanding for Madrid tonight. I thought he did really well. But
the reason he did well was because he had Foden on that wing.
Yeah.
If he had Sterling on that wing, second half, he was sinned. He almost conceded the penalty, right? Almost pulled down.
Yeah.
So, and Pep changed it in his half. So overall, I'm just really happy because everybody thought, the media was saying, well, this is the best Real Madrid since sliced bread. They're the best ever. They just won the Liga. They beat Barcelona. They're the best. The game that City played against the Real Madrid and Bernabeu wasn't as good. They're a much better team. City's defense is bad. Well, guess what? So one mistake from Cancelo, or was it Fernandinho, we were absolutely perfect. And Edison was fantastic too.
Yeah. Can I just say, sorry, Andy.
No, go on, mate.
Ciao Blue and Man City for Life. Thank you very much for your super chats, guys. That's really appreciated. You're going to read that out then, Andy?
Yeah, I was, because it's all right. Don't worry about it, mate. I didn't see Ciao Blues earlier, but thank you again. I didn't know whether he wanted a question or a comment read out.
No, it was just a super
Was
chat.
it? Okay, appreciate it. But just to read out, Manchester City for Life said, absolutely unreal today, Gabby and Joao were amazing. We all in this one together. City fans, Portugal, here we come. Vamos. Well said. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So, as we're going to say, I'm going to go. Who was your man of the match, guys? I know some of you will say, but I'm going to go around the table. And if any of you guys want to jump in with anything you want to say, obviously say it. We'll start. Andy, who was your man of the match tonight?
I gave it Gabby. Gabby man of the match. I thought he was superb tonight. Really, really good. Thought Walker running very, very close. Thought Walker was excellent as well. But for me, Gabby was excellent. Absolutely superb. We know what he does. We know he bombs around the place, works his socks off, but he won that ball through his constant pressure for Sterling, squared it for Sterling for a tap-in, and then he won the ball again for his goal. I thought he was excellent tonight. Really, really good. Yeah, is he a Sergio? No, he's not. But he gives us something different. He does. And that's going to be the dilemma which we spoke about, I think, on last night's vlog or the one the other night about it. So, yeah, for me, Gabby, but very close behind. I thought Walker was excellent.
Good. Tom?
Yeah, so it was between Jesus and Cancelo for me. Obviously, I'm going to give it to Gabby because he scored and he created the first goal too. Obviously, it was an easy finish for Raz. But the fact that Jesus pressures the defence, he always does it. And in the interview in BT, he could have been like, he was just so professional in how he was saying it, and he was saying how the team was going to fight and everything that he does. And he's not had the best. He's had a bit of criticism since he's come, and tonight he's proved once again that he has got some sort of. He can do something in the squad. Maybe not up to Sergio's standard, but he's quality. I've seen somebody says that Varane was man of the match in the comments, but that could be true. But yeah, and also just going on, I just wanted to add about Cancelo is that he looked so comfortable in left back, and I think we don't need to worry about getting another left back in, because I think that he is capable of playing in that position with ease. He can attack well. He was always involved, and I reckon he can push next season between him and Mendy for that side. And I've always told you that Joao will come good, and next season will be his season.
They're coming.
I have never said that. I've said 100 million. And everyone's allowed a bad game. Everyone's allowed a bad game.
Yeah, they have.
Kevin Louise had a shocker for us. Went to Wembley and was amazing. So people have different games.
He's a good player, but I wouldn't pay 100 quid for him after tonight's performance.
Don't. Who do you want? Soyuncu?
Mangala.
Mangala, you want him, don't you?
As long as it's no more than 150 quid, I don't mind.
And a bag of nuts. Or pork scratchings, or whatever your fan tickles your fancies. Alan, who's your man of the match?
I thought that Gabby was man of the match, to be honest with you. He defended from the front. He attacked well. He took his chance really well. He created the first one by hassling. He ran back, did a load of graft all the way through the game. Walker was running close, obviously, but I give it Gabby. I thought he was excellent tonight. He ran himself stupid. Caused all sorts of problems. He seems to like this competition. It's 7 goals he's got in the Champions League this year, so good on him.
Nice and simple, that one. Al, I know, are you still sticking with Walker, I think you said?
I'm split. I mean, you got to give Gabby because of a goal and the assist, which changed the game. But Walker was really close. From a defensive performance, clearly was man of the match. But I would, again, I would side with the guys. It will be Gabby. It just worked his behind off. And another thing about Gabby, Mari says that the easy shots he misses, the tough ones he scores.
Yeah.
When it's easy, he misses. The difficult ones, think about Southampton. Think about what happened today. He scores them.
It's very much like Sterling used to be, wasn't he? Where he had time to think. And it was like,
Gabby's like a Brazilian street kid, right? Street ball, right? Where they, fancy, they run around, they do these tricks. Just needs to take his time.
He improvises, doesn't he? He just, when he has that second, he's very good at improvising. Yeah. And that was a brilliant finish for his goal.
Superb finish. Finish.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, sorry, that's the second time that's happened to me tonight. I don't know why. Somebody's trying to tell me to get off this stream.
The invisible man.
I am really
my man of the match, I've got to go Walker. I thought he was outstanding. On that tackle near the end, where that was just sheer grit, determination, everything. One thing I will say, and please, people don't think I'm being negative. I don't want people to think I am. People thought, reason why I got upset with Gundogan in that first half was he was very slow to get to some of these balls. That there was little 1-2s being played, and you don't want Gundogan on the end of these 1-2s that are coming, because if it had got there a bit quicker, and that's where I get frustrated with it, Ilkay Gundogan a lot. But I think Madrid surprised me a lot today, because for a team that needed to score goals, I didn't think they pressed us a great deal. From watching it on the watch along, I thought they were letting us. There was 1 or 2 of them that had a goal. Modric was the one who had a goal pressing, but I didn't think they looked like a team that were desperate to win it. If I'm going to be
talking. But Martin, they weren't allowed to press. We outpressed them for starters, and we didn't allow them to build from the back. I think they had a 10-minute spell when they were allowed to do it, and it looked dangerous until they scored. But they weren't allowed to build at all from the back. How many times did the ball go back and forth, square ball? They were trying to find the midfielder and couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it.
Here you go. Put that one back up. Blue Heart. Yeah, you keep taking it down. Blue Heart claims that Kevin De Bruyne was head and shoulders above everyone on the pitch. I don't know what your thoughts are.
No.
it's all opinions, isn't it? The thing is,
Yeah, absolutely.
everyone.
I know that's why we're putting it up there. So
I didn't think he was his normal majestic self.
No, he was.
No,
Martin. He was.
Personally, I don't think he was.
Let me read a stat for you. It says Kevin De Bruyne created 9 chances for Man City against Real Madrid, the most any player has created against Real Madrid in a single UCL game for the past 4 years. He played deeper, not up front of the pitch, but he was good. The role what we played out of possession was 4-4-2, right? Mid-block. Mid-block 4-4-2. Disrupt their rhythm. That's what we did. If you try to open up against Real Madrid and play open, we'd be hammered. Same thing we did in Madrid.
But that's different to critiquing a player's performance. I mean, just because he played in a deeper role, in a more defensive role, in a defensive role. I'm not saying that. Yeah, we're talking about Kevin De Bruyne as a creative force wasn't there tonight as much as he normally is, and I think he got better in the second half as the gaps opened up. I thought he was definitely better when the gaps opened up, but I thought first half he was. I don't know. He was bypassed on numerous occasions in tackles. They bypassed him on numerous occasions, and I must admit, at first I thought, has he took a knock there? Because he went into a tackle and he was, I don't know, he was like 5 yards behind the player. I'm thinking, oh shit, please don't tell me he's injured. But he got into it, and then second half, as it opened, being his mercurial self, but he had a good. I'm not saying he had a crap game. I'm just saying I don't think he was the best. I don't think he was the best player on the pitch. I thought Gabby and Walker were
I'm going to be honest
head
with
and
you.
shoulders.
I mean, you go back and watch long. I said first 20 odd minutes. I hardly said his name. I hardly mentioned his name in the first 20 odd minutes. It wasn't in the game. Wasn't in the game for the first 20 odd minutes.
But again,
they were playing to a plan. They were playing to a plan. They were playing to a plan. They were playing to tactics.
Correct.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They weren't allowed. To play the flowing football.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. I fully get that. I totally respect that. And listen, the game plan worked. Who am I to criticise the game? I'm never, because we were just absolutely, we were the better team by far.
I mean, and this goes to show you about opinions, and that's what it's all about.
I couldn't say I'm sat commentating tonight.
Here's one. Bert Bryan. I'm not a big. I'm assuming fan of Walker. At times he can be negative. His passing can be a bit short and risky. Man of the match. My first game was Bert Troutman's debut in 1948. There you go. Well,
this says it all. Iona beats. KDB had a quiet game, and then the next comment, Cafe de Casual, KDB works his bollocks off. So everyone sees it completely different.
Yeah.
And that's the.
I don't think anyone. No, I don't. And the thing is I don't think anyone's criticising Kevin De Bruyne. We're just saying, I said in my thing, everybody I thought was superb tonight. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought, I thought Pep got his tactics spot on. And I think they all did really well. Let's face it, 2-1 away, 2-1 at home. You can't complain on that.
Well, let's put it on, mate. City of 4-5 years ago, under Pellegrini, we wouldn't have done that. And we didn't.
No.
Look at the last time we went and played Real Madrid. We went there and bossed it up. So, I remember going to the Bernabeu, and, did we even have a shot? We just went and stuck a 10-man wall up and up. We were trying to do something. I don't even know what we were trying to do last time. So that today is amazing. What a result. I could not be happier with that. One thing I will ask, should we now take a lot of confidence from that and think we can now beat anyone in this competition?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Should we be now the third team going through?
Well, Martin, you beat the 13-time champions of the Champions League.
That's
13 times, right? The white darling of UEFA. You beat them home and away. Not just beat them, you play them off the park, tactically and energy. Of course, you have every chance in a one-off game. Of course, you do. In my opinion,
I'm not smiling at you. I'm smiling at Blue Art's comment. Martin, why are you bringing up the charming man?
I think Blue Art's on one tonight. So. Leave him to it.
Hey, listen, I love Pellegrini. I'm just thinking the difference between the two Bernabeu ties. the only team I fear right now, for me personally, is probably Bayern Munich.
They're not going to make it.
It's not Barcelona for me.
They won't make it. Barcelona will wipe the floor with them.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be, if we get to Lyon, right, it will be a Barcelona-Man City semi-final.
What is it? A City Barcelona semi?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to make.
See, the issue is because they Bayern Munich played in Bundesliga, right, against a Dortmund team that couldn't even beat Tottenham. Won, right? Yes, they had a few games that they won. Great. They played a Chelsea game that were poor, but against Lionel Messi, a Barcelona team, a one-off game, I'll pick Messi any day against anybody in the Bayern team. For me, that's
my opinion is Bayern will beat Barca. I think Barca under this manager are poor. I don't think this harmony within the group at all. The players don't look like they're playing for him. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I think Bayern will probably beat them quite easily. If I'm honest.
Well, I think Bayern are overrated.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the moment, well, I've heard the same, Andy, and I can't remember who it was today. He said that losing Messi might be the best thing for Barcelona because at the moment there's a lot of unhappiness in the camp with him because he is running the show.
With him? With
Messi. Apparently, he's running the show, and apparently there's rumours of if he leaves, it would be a lot happier camp. And I think Bayern will back the floor with him.
Tom, you wanted to come in there. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I was just going to say and people saying which game was the toughest. I think Lyon will be the toughest game. Last time we played them twice, and we only picked up 1 point. They shocked everybody, and I think they're a very good side. You have to remember they've just beaten Juventus, another top quality side in the world, who were in the top 5 of looking to go on to win the competition with Ronaldo. I can see them being the toughest side we play against because they'll bring a different aspect. I just don't want us to get caught out and take too much confidence from tonight because I think Lyon will be the toughest game because of the fact that they're not as in the big, like the big category as the other guys as Bayern Munich and Barca. So I just would want us to be just careful of what will happen in that game.
See, I have friends here in the US, and we have this, not better, but we talk about games. And I predicted that Atleti will beat Liverpool, Lyon will beat Juventus. I predicted it. I'm telling you. I predicted every single game correct, right? A lot of these teams, Juventus, Bayern Munich, they're really overrated. They're overrated. I'm telling you. And it's time for the newbies to show their stuff on the day. I really feel so.
I know, but you did say that John Stones had played tonight.
I did say that Foden would play too. Right?
You did. I'm only joking.
I know. But I just think that we as City fans just need to look at it. We have the best manager probably right now in the competition. We have on our day we can beat anyone. The question is going to be mentality. If you can beat Real Madrid twice, 6 months apart, not after the game when they said that they were weak, but when they were supposed to be strong, with no Aguero, no Mendy. We have every chance, in my opinion.
I looked at the game tonight and I thought, afterwards, after the final whistle, and was just sort of thinking to myself about the game and everything else. So I was about to do a post-match fan cam for the channel, and I was thinking, if Ramos was there, would they have made those 2 mistakes? Because let's face it, they were 2 massive mistakes. If Ramos was there, would they have made those 2 mistakes, and would the game have been different? I don't know. So I think it's a brilliant for them. I think it's a superb win, brilliant for confidence. But I still think there's massive challenges ahead. I still think, and I'm just hoping and praying. I'm hoping and praying Aguero's back, and maybe we can start, maybe even using Gabby in that left side role, or even in a 10. I was thinking about that watching him tonight, thinking
for Gabby.
Gabby, I was thinking, could he play behind Aguero and run the socks off their 2 centre backs? and get Sergio pushing whoever it is, Leon or Barca or Bayern or whoever, pushing that. What Sergio's like, they'll focus on Sergio.
Yeah.
And Gabby runs in, and I don't know. I think it's good.
On the channel, we've talked about why does Klopp and Guardiola play this false nine? They don't score goals, but they link the play up. Maybe that's the new way of playing football. But you're right. I mean, imagine a Gabby, Sergio, and a Sterling coming at you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was need to bring in this in for Shadow. Do you not fear PSG? No one's mentioned PSG at all.
They're fantastic.
No one's mentioned
I think PSG are very much like we've been in the Champions League, haven't we? Everyone's going to go, this year could be their year, this year could be their year. And
no one back, I remember now.
They've been disappointed. They've been disappointing like we have, let's face it. They've been a little bit disappointing like we have in the Champions League. But, who knows? I mean, like I said, I think everyone now, I think it's open in that, quarterfinals onwards. I think they're all going to be tough. If you've got to beat the best if you want to win. It's the old adage.
Every team at this level and beyond the last 16 has to be taken seriously.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah.
Especially now it's all just one game knockout.
Yeah. I mean, we we played Monaco, didn't we? And we all thought
easy game.
It's Monaco,
Yeah,
then the first leg we're going, it's this, and then look what happened, and
So I'll be honest, yourself, the channels were around there. Every City fan over there was thinking, Monaco.
I was thinking,
Tom,
we're definitely through.
I'll be honest, I was. Tom, was you thinking that with Monaco?
Yeah.
Alan, did you think Monaco?
I wasn't 100% on it. I wasn't 100%, but it's like today, they've got Leon, and if you remember the games when we played them last year or the year before, we got outdone in midfield with their pace in midfield. We have to play people that can run and have pace in midfield. So if there's one game you play someone in midfield in that game, KDP has got to play with legs. So I'd have folded in there all day long against them.
I was
that
was in Lyon for the away leg, and it just goes to show you, doesn't it? Dembele, Ndombele at Tottenham. He absolutely ran the show when he was out there. I mean, we were very average that night, and he ran the show. And look what's happened to him since he's come into the Premier League.
Right.
He was a player. I was thinking, Jesus, that is Fernandinho's replacement. He was that good.
Yeah,
done nothing since he came to Spurs.
I just thought that them two games they were a lot quicker in midfield than we were.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, if we're going to play them, we certainly can't play, all the players without pace in midfield. I think we need pace in midfield.
But then again, I mean, maybe tonight was a little bit different with Real Madrid, but with last night we were discussing it, weren't we? What was everyone's? Everyone was going, we need energy in midfield, we need legs, we need this, we need that, we need the other. Tonight he plays Rodri, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and there you go. So it's one of those, isn't it? We're just fans.
I always
Pep knows what he's doing.
I always
Of course he does.
You can never ever guess the Pep team.
No.
I don't know how we even do these lineups.
I know.
It's not.
We knew he'd tinker. But I was right about Foden.
Last night, last night I said I couldn't even name a centre back because we were all sort of disagreeing who was that, and then I couldn't even name a name Rodri and KDB. And even though I said I probably think he'll stick with the same team that we played away, hence why I kept reading out when we played Real Madrid away. But I couldn't name it, and I couldn't even name the front three. It was like, who knows? With Pep, just trusting.
I read somewhere today about, Garcia should play tonight, and blah blah blah. And I said Garcia will not play ever again now. Say Garcia's done.
No, he won't. That's it.
And he won't. And he wasn't even on the bench tonight.
He was.
Was he on the bench? No.
Yeah, he was.
On the bench.
Yeah, he was on the bench.
He was.
Yeah, he was on the bench.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, was he on the bench?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you'll see Garcia. To me, that just not play Garcia tonight.
Maybe not.
I think that's Garcia.
Tom, You want to make a point, mate?
I was just going to say, you said stop doing the team lineups. We can carry on doing the score predictions because I just thought I'd get that in there again.
Hey, listen, I think how many people actually last night got it right? There were loads going 2-1, weren't there?
Yeah.
Loads upon loads got 2-1. So well done, everyone who got 2-1 last night.
Can I ask one question, Simon? And we can, whatever you want to do, is how did everyone think Foden did? Because I
thought the first half he was really, really good. I thought he played well. He sort of drifted out in the second half, first 15 minutes or so. He drifted out, and I think I said on your watch along below it, I said I can see Foden coming off here, and they'll bring some more legs on. And I think it was Bernardo who came on for Foden. So yeah, he played. I thought he had a good first half, but sort of drifted out a little bit in the second half. But he ran his socks off, and hot night. Big game, adrenaline, everything. He'd probably run out a bit of steam because he did run his socks off in the first half.
Alan?
I thought he did it really well first half. He was there to do a job to Mark Casemiro. He didn't allow the ball coming out from the back to it, and he followed it everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Second half, Real Madrid changed their tactics, so that's why he went off and Bernardo came on. City looked a lot better. They got more space in the second half, City, because Real Madrid had to have a go a bit more, and I thought City kept the ball better, and Bernardo offered a lot more options. But I thought Foden did well, mate. He was playing under orders tonight, and he did the job it was supposed to do.
Right. To Alan's point, I think Foden, 55 minutes, 60 minutes, 9.3 kilometers. He ran 9.3 kilometers in 60 minutes. That's a hell of a job. In 30-degree weather or 28-degree weather.
He stuck to him like glue. Watch the first half again when you get a chance to, and you'll see that. He stuck to him like glue. Because everything goes through him. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uwe Rosler says, great experience for Phil tonight. Yeah, I mean, we discussed it last night. Me and Tom were sort of like going, is the game too big for him? Is it, we were umming and ahhing. I think Chris and Carl said, no, I think it's fine. And I thought first half, I thought he was very, very good. But as I said, he sort of drifted out a little bit in the second half, hence why he brought on a bit more legs in midfield.
Yeah.
Tom?
Yeah, I thought he had a good game. Like that's incredible. 9.6. That is very good. It's very impressive. And you see how he glides around the pitch, how he brings the ball forward. His presence attackingly, he's really, really good. He was unlucky not to score in the first half. That was a very good opportunity. But I think it was a surprise that it came back to him after the build-up play. But yeah, you can't really complain. The only thing I was concerned about last night was the occasion too big with the likes of Casemiro and those sort of big powerhouses, Modric in midfield. But to be fair to him, he made sure that they didn't get a chance or a look in. And Modric went off not doing anything, and Foden did his job. He was told to do a job, look after, being behind Casemiro, make sure Modric doesn't get anywhere, and he kept cutting back into midfield and it was helping the midfield as well. So that I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he ran that much because he was running from the wing back into midfield every single time, and it was a really good performance from him. Yeah.
Spot on. Couldn't agree with you more. Carl?
No, nothing else to add. Completely with the guys. Alan, Tom, Martin, Andy. Nothing more to add.
That's why I wanted to bring Foden up, because of that stat that I'd seen. It was, and I think it is great experience. And if we're wanting to be this David replacement for next year, excuse me, these are the games he's going to have to step up in. And he did well. He did really, really well.
Yeah, Martin, I will say one thing. How many 19-year-old Englishmen get to play in a left wing, false nine, right wing, central midfield against Real Madrid? Round of 16 of the Champions League. How many against Real Madrid? They still perform well. None.
No, I can't think of one. There might be a United player back in the day. I don't know, but that's about it.
So
Probably.
think about the trajectory that this kid can take if he keeps playing game in, game out.
That's what worries me. I know we don't want to get into chance. That's what worries me about if we went and bought a midfielder. I don't want it to. It does worry me that. and don't just want to buy a player for the sake of buying a player if if it holds back.
Martin, how much did you want David Silva to score that free kick with a few minutes to go? I was on my knee praying it going. I really, really was. I was like, please score. Please score. I'd given anything for him to score that at the end. And he kissed the floor.
Yeah, would have been. Good question here. Warren Williamson says, how does everyone think Rodri done?
And we said it on the channel that whenever a DM plays 7 average, that's what we want. We don't want a 10 and then a 5. We want someone who's consistent, who's good, who's invisible, and just does his job. For me, it was good.
Yeah, I thought he played. I thought he had a really good game tonight. Not brilliant, but super brilliant. But I mean, I thought he was very solid, putting some good tackles, good interceptions. His passing, on the whole, was pretty much spot on. I thought he was, workmanlike. Went through the game without being a standout performer. And I think if you get that type of performance out of him every week, happy for him not to be always man of the match today. If he goes quietly through the game, doing the simple things well, that's what you want of your central. That's what Fernandinho did. Read the game, did the simple things well. So I thought he did really well today.
I thought he was very unaware. I think they're going back to that goal, aren't they? Talk about Rodri.
I still think. I'm still having no way. Cancelo shouldn't be turned that easily. No way.
He was flat-footed, wasn't he? He was completely
flat-footed. Very. He was too busy not turning his body to try and show a player one way or the other. He was that stationary. But it was so easy just to push the ball past him, and he was gone. Absolutely gone.
I'm just watching the steam coming out of Tom's ears.
No, don't worry, Tom. It's all right. Go on, come on then. Come on. Tell us about his crossing.
No, I'm not going to. Well, he didn't score a banger, did he? He didn't score that. I got that.
No, he didn't. No, you got that wrong.
He nearly did.
He nearly did. I was like, go on. Oh, but yeah. He's part of the mistake for the goal. I'm not going to completely stick up for him. But Rodri was it got to that point because of Rodri. He was flat-footed because Rodri missed the tackle and it went out wide. But he should have been aware. I'm not disputing that. He should have been aware.
I don't agree with you there, Tom.
Let me speak.
I mean, let him have his say. Let him have his say.
But there was 2 things Cancelo did wrong. He was flat-footed, and then he should have got to the header before the cross went in. So I do think he was more to blame for the goal than Rodri and Fernandinho. But Rodri and Fernandinho, when it got into the second part, they should have got it clear. But I just sort of blame 3 of them because I don't have the heart to only blame it on Cancelo because I love the guy.
Ruberto Blondi says here, he said this in I did see this comment that he put on the watch along. He said Cancelo was facing upfield to attack and had no chance to turn and defend across. That's not an excuse for me because it's like trying to say what somebody did instead of the mistake. This part of the mistake. That's something I don't think he should have been doing. But I mean, I thought he did very well. I thought he actually had a really good game tonight. Cancelo nearly scored. Good shot on his right foot. But overall, I thought he was a solid 7 tonight against the Real Madrid team. So
Yep.
I'm going to put someone in a timeout for being
He's
been cheeky, so he's going bye-bye for a bit.
That's going. That's going to go badly.
Hey, all I'm going to say is good luck to you when he comes back on, because you are going to be in big trouble.
Appreciate that, brother.
Can we all leave a like for Martin, because this will be the last stream he'll ever be on because Chris is going to kill him.
No, Robert Oblandi said, Andy, that was criticism from me, not an excuse. Okay, sorry, I apologise, Robert Oblandi. Sorry, it was the way it was phrased. But no, that's fair enough, mate. My apologies.
Quick question to you all, because we've got the next round, Portugal. One games. do we play them like we do in the Premier League now, the 1 games? Or do we continue going with the 2 set? I don't want to say CDMs, or I'm just thinking because they're now only 1 games. Should we go and play them like the Premier League games? Because they're only 1 game. Because we don't have to think about a second leg anymore. There's no chess play, sort of. They've got 90 minutes now. So, Tom, we'll start with you on this one for a change, buddy.
The thing is, we just need to approach it the best we can. If we did approach it like, some of the Premier League games we played really well. If we approach it like we did against Liverpool, if we approach it like we did against Newcastle, if we approach it like we did against Brighton, and we go flying in early on and getting a few goals, then that could prove vital. It's one of those, you don't want to go too into it because Leon will hit you on the counter attack. But Leon plays sort of like Liverpool do. They have some sort of comparisons. So if we sort of go into the game as we did against Liverpool, accept the pressure, get them on the counter attack, and then as soon as you've done that, they melt down. So I'm hoping that would be some sort of tactic we go for. So I'd like to see us sort of play. Sometimes we like to do in the Premier League, but also sort of preserve it and make sure that we actually understand how Leon play, because we can't really see it as a Premier League game as it is a knockout game, and it can bring quite much more tension than 1 league game.
Spot on. Carl?
Yeah, Leon played like Wolves, right? 3-5-2. That's what they play, counter-attacking football.
They beat us twice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but the game that Leon beat us at home, I think Arteta was in charge, and I think there were some issues because Pep was on the sideline due to his suspension from the Liverpool game the season before. Remember, he had a suspended. He had 2 suspensions, but 1 was suspended. So he was Arteta on the sideline versus Leon. We lost 2-1. Remember that? And then we went to Leon, and then we tied 2-2. So I think Pep would have done his homework and be prepared. What we need to do is make sure we have pace at the back against Leon, because the pie is quick and the other bloke is quick.
The pie, definitely.
Yeah.
Really
Nothing has happened to my hairstyle. I put a cap on just so everybody shuts up about it and says I'd have Warburton spit cut on my head.
Alan, would you go back to the Premier League style for this Portuguese 1 game knockout?
I don't think we can, actually, because we're playing in Lisbon. It's going to be scorching hot at that time of year, which it will be. So the game will be slower. We've just got to be mindful of Leon's pace on the attack. We're going to make sure that we don't get caught on the counter, because that is our weakness, isn't it? Let's be honest. If we go too gun-ho, we could expose ourselves quite easily, and they would punish us. We've got to be careful. I think it'll be a different game every game we play. If we get past Lyon, it won't be the same if we play Bayern Munich in the semis. I think Bayern Munich are the team to beat, to be honest with you. They're the best. On 9 times out of 10, I would fancy them to win it, to be honest with you.
I disagree with you, Alan. I think Barcelona will beat Bayern.
I don't think we'll get anywhere near. Have you seen their last few games, Barcelona? They've been awful.
Yeah, but it's a one-off Champions League game. It's messy.
No, that's my whole point with City.
Yeah.
City, should they go and treat this as a Premier League game now?
No,
it's an FA Cup game. It's an FA Cup game. It's a UEFA FA Cup, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's the UEFA FA Cup. It's a knockout stuff.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm just reading all these messages.
Correct, Alan. Correct.
About my hair. I was going to shave it off.
Alan, I do like the way Pep has approached the last 2 Champions League games with Madrid. I think we learned to be conservative, disciplined, not be forced into mistakes. I think we've learned something, as opposed to 17-18 and even last year.
I don't think you can go at it gun-ho. The Champions League games are more tactical, and they are. And saying that, any game in Europe, they play in a different way than they do in the Premier League.
Correct.
You've got to be tactical, and sometimes you've got to do the ugly things to get the result. I don't really care. As long as we win, I don't care.
I'll tell you what, that game today, the first 15 minutes was tactical. It was just tactical.
Oh, totally.
Oh, goodness me.
Totally. Because only two pressed. The wingers pressed, and Foden stayed where he was.
Yeah.
With Casemiro on blocked off that channel.
You never know. It might be Hosam Awar's, what's the word? Dress rehearsal for Pep in the next round. That's what I was waiting for in the car. Now I've been waiting for it.
What happened to Martin? What happened to your boy?
I hope not.
Mine.
What happened to your boy? Your guy, the inverter.
Who?
The inverter.
Listen, he'll be there. He'll be back. Don't worry. Viva Mahrez will be back. Andy, would you change anything for these knockout games now? They're only one game.
It doesn't matter what I think. I think it's all. I think it's all to do with what Pep's going to do. I think the question should be: will Pep change it? That's the thing.
All right, then will Pep change it for the knockout?
No, I wasn't being facetious. I was just saying it doesn't make any difference what I think.
The first time you don't have to think about anything, Andy?
Probably not. I think well, I mean, we saw the Madrid game away, didn't we? And we went through the team that he played, and it wasn't far off the team. Mm-hmm. And remember, Sergio was available, and Sterling was available for the Real Madrid game away. Tonight, Sterling came in because Sergio's not there. So I don't think will Sergio be fit for the Lyon game? I do think that will be a big deciding factor in how he goes about it. But it wouldn't surprise me if he goes and plays virtually the same as he did tonight. It just wouldn't. Not in Europe. If this was a Premier League game, I'd say he'll probably switch it around and he'll. But in the Champions League, he seems to be pretty rigid in everything that he does. So I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. Whatever he picks, we'll go with. I'm guessing. I'm
going to put this.
The only one, and I'll be probably controversially and probably get shot down by people, but the only one I would potentially look at is will he start with Foden against Lyon? That'd be my only question. Would he start Foden or would he start Bernardo or would he start Mahrez or will Sergio play? Where does Gabby play if Sergio does come in? Because let's face it, if Sergio is fit against the Lyon team, you're then looking at, well, will he play Gabby on the left and use his energy on the left and put Sergio in and play Sterling on the right? And there's all these conundrums. So I've no idea. I've no idea.
Hey, I've got a conundrum for you all. And Tom won't like this. Ben Mendy's not suspended for the next game.
Oh, Mendy all day.
Oh, every day.
Mendy.
No way.
Because it isn't just Aguero you got to think of. You've got Mendy.
Yeah, I think Mendy comes in straight away.
He is.
Yeah,
Should
I think put it this way. Here's a question for you: If Mendy wasn't suspended for tonight, do you think he would have played?
Yeah.
No.
Tom doesn't think so.
I don't think Cancelo. I'm only going to say it's only my opinion. I don't think Cancelo would have played left back as much as he had. That was done to get him ready.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. But I mean, if Mendy was fit for tonight or was not suspended for tonight, Mendy would have been the left back. I don't doubt that for 1 second. And I think Mendy will be the left back against Lyon. Tom's gutted. Look at Tom's face. 100%. Look at him. He's gutted.
You can't drop him. You
might be right, mate. You might be right, but I'll be very surprised.
So many dilemmas now for this next game.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We'd rather have that than going, oh God, we're stuck with so and so. We've got to put him here, and it better off going, I've got 100 headaches than going, oh my Lord, look what I'm stuck with. So I think it's a great thing, and it'll be what it'll be.
Does he stick with Fernandinho as the centre back?
Oh, you know what? Considering you've got to look at. I mean, I thought Benzema played well tonight against Real Madrid. I thought against Real Madrid tonight. I thought Benzema played really well for them, and he did look dangerous. And to be fair, he had a few chances that probably should have done better with. And he turned Laporte at one point, and Laporte looked like Harry Maguire when he cut inside, and it was like, oh my God, why are we standing off him? But Fernandinho and Laporte did okay over the game. They did well.
Yeah,
I mean, we beat Real Madrid 2-1. So
Well, there's one for you. Vivek.
It wouldn't surprise if he goes for the same thing.
Vivek says Cancelo at left. It's not about.
Wasted potential there.
No,
Wasted potential. You can't leave him in centre back. You need to have him on the wing so he can excel up the wings, because that's where Cancelo plays. That is where Joao plays.
You're spot on, because he can't defend.
Tom, all day long.
Nah, trust me.
Otamendi. No, I don't know. Whoever Pep picks, he'll pick, won't he? And we'll just,
You got to remember with Leon play the ball on the floor. They like to play football. So you're looking at a whole different ball.
Yeah, but you're not really, because what you're trying to say there is that Real Madrid don't like to play football.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm
probably one of the. They put the ball on the floor. They're one of the best footballing teams in the world.
No, I agree, but that's why I was. City played very well tonight, but I've always said, I will always say this: Real Madrid really disappointed me tonight.
I think defensively, I thought they were poor, very, very poor.
I'm sat there looking at Hazard and all, I'm thinking, right, they're going to light up in a minute, and there was nothing. There was nothing at all from them.
You know why?
No, I know what you're saying, because I understand what you're saying, but good teams still have moments in games, Carl.
But
I
agree.
You never came alive. You never came alive at any point.
Agree with you.
I thought they were the better. I thought there were 10, 15 minutes where they were by far the better team.
Yeah, they were.
And they looked in the first half. They looked thinking, after we scored, thinking, Jesus, and then when they scored, you're thinking, oh shit, they're going to get another one here. And then we just slowly took back control again.
I'm glad I was the only one that thought that. I was sat watching it like, oh my God, they're going to score again. They're going to score again.
No, but that's my point. I mean, Carl's spot on. The way we stopped them playing big style. But if you look at Madrid, he's kicked off, and the first thing he did was started knocking the ball across the back line. And I'm like, you do realise you have to win this.
Yeah.
That's what shocked me with them. If that was Barcelona, they ain't doing that. And if it's Bayern Munich, they ain't doing that. They're coming at you from the get-go. And that's what shocks me with Real Madrid. But like Carl said, Pep was absolutely spot on tonight.
Kiam, Madrid was scared stiff tonight. They knew they couldn't beat us. Didn't he say that Real Madrid would win 3-0?
Excuse me. If I ever get, if we could show you the WhatsApp messages that somebody says about, go on, Tom.
Harry Bernard, I completely agree with him.
Who's that?
Harry Bernard. Joao lives matter. I completely agree. With him.
He's probably from Croatia. He's one of your Croatian fanboys.
He might be from Sweden. Who knows?
Has anyone got anything else to want to say?
No, I'm just very, very happy with one, and that's the main thing.
Absolutely.
If anyone wants to see entertainment, just to watch Martin's watch along, because the emotions coming out of his mouth tonight in the first half was incredible. It was I've never seen anyone so jumping up and down, tense, carrying on. Unbelievable.
I will never apologise for the way I am during watch alongs.
Martin, there is one thing I want to say real quick. So during the game, I couldn't help but project to next season and think about having Laporte, Koulibaly, or Jimenez in that back line with Mendy. If we get one of those defenders, it's going to be a really good season. They play like that, cautious, smart, and have those defenders. My goodness.
Here's a question for you. Actually, Kevin S has just said, where was VAR tonight? I don't know whether that was a serious question, or laughing and joking. But what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on the penalty for Sterling against Sterling?
It was a penalty. But
I watched it back, and he touched his leg and he went down, and it was like, how was that not a penalty?
Yeah.
How is that possibly not a penalty?
There was Sterling got penalty. Was it in the
Kevin
second
De
half?
Bruyne. The one where he
was.
pulled Sterling back and then he pulled De Bruyne back as well.
Yeah.
On another occasion, you think, are they not supposed to pick
Come
these up?
on.
One of my lads said, "Oh no, they won't do that in Europe. They won't just pull."
My
it up.
lad's got a question. I'm going to ask everyone in 1 minute before we go, because he was asking.
Yeah.
Go on, Tom.
I was just going to say about that. Did you think in the first half, you know, when Sterling got that ball and there was a tussle in the box between Mendy and Sterling?
Yeah.
I think it was the other way around, because if you look, Mendy was.
Oh, it was. Mendy was grabbing him.
He was grabbing him. Sterling was. If he'd have gone down, it'd have been interesting to see what would have happened, because Sterling had him.
Give it.
No, they wouldn't have done. But Sterling had him all over. If he didn't pull him there, was straight past him, 100%.
I thought they were meant to be using these TV monitors now in VAR. I didn't see him go down once. If I'm going to be honest. Anyway, quick question to you all. These things that are on the seats, why are they there? Does anyone know?
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
The covers on the seats. Covers on the seats, why are they there?
The what?
Why are there covers on the seats?
In the stadium?
Mm-hmm.
The stadium seats.
Yeah, on the stadium, they
all the seats.
Yeah.
They all have covers on the bottom row, don't they? Why?
On the
ball
bottom
going,
row.
you have to go and fag it.
No, do you know when you at the stadium, Andy?
Yeah.
It's normally are. They have like advertising covers over them now.
Yeah.
Why are they there? That's all I'm asking.
Stop
Because
the
of the
ball going in between the seats.
Right.
I still don't.
Why is Andy
understand.
so lost?
I don't
confused
understand
as
the
well.
question. I don't understand the question.
The context.
Do you know the seats? The stadium,
Yeah.
the empty stadium.
Well, all the seats.
Oh,
Not all, most of them. The lower ones.
on the level 1
And 2.
all around. Are they on 2 as well?
Yeah.
Level 1 and 2, they all have those big, huge covers over the top.
Plastic covers, yeah.
Plastic covers.
Yeah.
I'm saying, is it for advertising or is it in case the ball goes? It just bounces?
It's all for City, innit? It's all like the City stuff.
No,
I think
everyone's got it. Every team.
Yeah. I think it's just a little to brighten it up a little bit, because they're all like supporters clubs and flags and stuff. And also, I think Alan's point is as well. He's correct. So the ball just rolls back down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Andrew W's got it spawned. Time for
But I
bed.
mean, but the thing is they have. If you look, if you look, they've got tons of balls all next to the hoarding.
Yeah.
They don't need any of the balls rolling down from the seats, because they have all balls on stands.
It's for health and safety, that.
Side.
Because haven't they got to clean them? Haven't they got to be sanitized?
Yeah, they have more than one ball now in the Premier League. It was as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're all on like stands, aren't they? So when a ball goes, like a ball boy, let's imagine a ball boy was there. He'd pick the ball up. They'd already take a clean ball, and then that ball would be cleaned and put back on a little. It's like a little cup, and they're all there on the side of the thing. So I mean, when you're saying about the seats, I don't know what.
No, because they're covering the seats.
Is it like I haven't noticed? That's why I'm asking you. I don't know. Is it like clear?
It's
plastic or
blue.
Big blue covers.
Blue,
Covers that have advertisings on, and the pulled tight.
Well, there's your answer, because it's got advertising on it.
Is it because of the ball bouncer? Martin,
No, because it's got advertising on it. That's why it's like that.
Of Madrid's pink shorts. I thought they were lovely, but they're not as nice as mine.
I know. That was 5 minutes of just like.
So there's no empty seats, blue out spot.
Don't worry about that.
Makes it look less empty, said the Shadow Rumble. Yeah.
The only question that I got asked, I thought I'll ask it. Oh, this is time for Martin to get tested. Tested for what? What am I tested for? What is Feng Shui? Oh, Feng Shui. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back.
Here he comes.
I was only messing with Chris. It's banter. It wasn't timed out on purpose.
Go on,
he accidentally slipped.
Pardon?
You accidentally slipped, didn't you, the button when you
The
blocked
button
him?
slipped. It slipped, yes. Right, has anyone got any closing remarks? Because
Yeah. What? To the fools that lined the streets before the game for David Silva. What are you seriously? Seriously, we have a go at Liverpool fans for doing things like that. We just did the same. They were told not to.
I was not going to say anything because I mentioned it on Twitter. I got a load of abuse put back to me, so I just left it.
Disappointing. I'm not going to swear. It was disappointing. Disappointing.
It wasn't great.
No.
What's Kian put in? Chris is going to have the Peaky Blinders on your mask. Right. Okay. So that was our reaction to Manchester City's amazing win over Real Madrid. 2-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. Energy Blue says, bring back Chris back. Chris will be back Tuesday onwards. He's just having some issues with his Wi-Fi at the moment, but he will be back with you.
He's just having some issues with Martin at the moment.
We're all one big happy family, don't we? You're going to start rumours again, right? They'll all be on Twitter later. Wow, what's going on between Chris and Martin? Martin and Chris, what's going on?
You'll be in the sun tomorrow because they won't want to comment on how good we were tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. What are they going to put on?
Free Chris.
Have you put that?
It'll be negative. It'll be negative. You watch.
Who's put hashtag free Chris? Have you put that up?
Who?
What
are you on about?
Yes, guys, I made a mistake on the watch along. It is next Saturday, Man City play. It is Saturday that City play Leon, 8 o'clock kickoff. So, as you know, City have beaten Real Madrid 2-1, 4-2 on aggregate at an amazing evening for Manchester City. We have finally put our hope, well, at the moment we've put our Champions League demons to bed. We've got over a huge team that everyone thought that they were going to bounce the floor with us, but we've put them to bed. And on to Portugal we go, and I cannot wait a week tomorrow. Well, it's Saturday. No, it's still Friday.
No, it's Saturday. We're the Saturday fixture.
Yeah,
we're
no,
the last one.
Well, I didn't want to say week today, week tomorrow.
All right, yeah.
Because it's 10 to 12. Post-match fan cams will be out tomorrow. So if you still want to send one in, you can do mcfcfantv@gmail.com, because I think I'll do one in a couple of moments as well. So what I want to do is thank you very much to Tom for coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys for also coming on at this time.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, so I say thank you for everybody coming on. We've had a lot on again, haven't we? Like over 200 once more, which is great to see everybody supporting the channel. It's great. And yeah, up the City as always.
Sorry, I'm just looking at some very, very upset opposition fans.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Oh.
He meant Angela Lansbury.
Yeah.
Jessica Lang was in... she was in, what was it called? Cape Fear, wasn't she? With Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Well, Blue House is a great show again, fellas, and I promise not to use the word. Go on, you Blues, especially
I was
having a go.
I wasn't thinking you were having a go, Blue House. I know what you like, buddy. No, it wasn't just it wasn't so much your swearing. I blocked 3 or 4 other people. I'll put them in time now because the language was a little bit choice. Not yours, Blue Art, but a few of the others as well. So just be careful with some of it, especially in writing.
Carl, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you again, gentlemen. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure. Up the Blues. You guys are terrific. Glad to be on.
Thank you very much. Alan, Melbourne.
Thank you. Get in. Great result tonight. Be positive.
Go and get your fan cam done. And thank you very much, buddy, for coming on.
Oh, you're more than welcome, mate. Yeah, good, great win, brilliant, superb performance tonight, and let's face it, beat them away 2-1 on the home turf, beat them at home 2-1, and I think a lot of opposition fans were thinking we were going out of the competition tonight, and we proved them wrong. So onwards to the game against Lyon. It's a one-off game, and everything's to play for. So well done, massive, brilliant, well done to all the team tonight and Pep. Superb, brilliant.
Superb, Pep.
Yeah, well done to the boys and to Pep. I'm going to go and join Blue Art in his cellar because it seems like he's a great place for a time out. No Mingy Wong, there is no MMA fight.
Oh, please. That would be brilliant.
I wouldn't want to hurt Chris.
Oh.
Anyway.
Whoa.
Said that while I was drinking, sorry. It's only because Chris said I wouldn't make it to the ring in a comment earlier on that I didn't want to read out. Onwards, yeah. Onwards and upwards, MCFCTV is still the best. Thank you. And guys, I will say this, we've noticed it. We've had over 600 new subscribers in the last 24 hours. Thank you so much. We are now at over 13. We are now on our march to 14,000. We really are. So thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you to our regular contributors. Thank you to Chris and Kian for modding on Rubito Blonda and Blue Art and all the regulars and everyone who's been on. The Child Blue and Man City for Life for their lovely super chats. They're amazing. But guys, thank you. And to Colin Mack as well. I'm going to go and have a rest because I've been talking non-stop for the last 5 hours. Are you pulling your face out? We will be back. So we'll be back. I will come back tomorrow and I'll do a play ratings video for the City Real Madrid game at some point with you. So check that out. We'll give you notification to when that will be on. So make sure your notifications are set to public and not private. So you know, especially tomorrow when we do our play ratings on City Madrid.
Oh, he's coming for you.
He's not allowed out. He's in isolation for the next 6 months.
You are really. You're going to be in for it, mate.
Bring it on.
Never mind KSI and Logan Paul. It's Martin Horsfield versus Chris Baker.
I always dunk the ginger nuts in the tea, don't you worry. I'll just dunk another ginger. Anyway.
Shadow, I'm
trying to end this.
Shadow, he's just posted that there. I've just seen it on Twitter. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out on Twitter. David Silva's picture. So go over and check it out on Twitter if you don't follow David Silva.
Hang on, why is Tom getting 11? Is that how old he is?
Oh, funny. Thank you, Blue Art.
Martin 10, Carl 10, Tom 11. Carl and Tom 11. I'm not doing a watch along anymore. I'm on.
Press that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button, guys. Help us on our march to 1 million, as Kian puts it. No, we're now on our way to 15k. That's our next landmark that we want to hit. But for the fans, by the fans, guys, have a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow at some point with the play ratings. I'll see if any of these want to come and join us for it. But we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend. As always, up the Blues.
Come on, City! Come on! Get in!